hope you all are doing well. In this video, I will be able to finally share with you my thoughts on the entire Johnny Depp, Amber Heard saga, scenario, situation, defamation trial. I have observed enough and find now the time to talk a little bit about that. But what I will also do is I will share with you my thoughts. I will do some analysis on the psychology side, on the body language side. Also, I will have an extension of this video which will be only available for my members and supporters, and I will link that platform down in the comment box, also in the description box of this video. There I will cover who Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are, who they are as a character, as a person, as a human being, despite the fact that what they have been through, their life and their childhood, not that, their individual characteristics. And when you know that, that makes a lot of sense to understand who these people are, what are their characteristics and how they go through life, how they see things, how they observe things, how they react to things, and how their mind works, their heart works, etc. So those are very critical to understand who the characteristics are and why they act how they act with each other or throughout the entire life. So if you're interested in that, the extension will be on my membership platform, okay? So, but also what I want to talk in this video particularly, and this is why I wanted to make this video particularly, is two things. One is the unbelievable what is going on in the entire social media, like especially now more extensively, even with it's much more than, I don't know, since the last 1 year or so, last few months, I don't know, but this extreme abusive comments towards one person against the other person on social media, harsh words, and this, yes, this person is a clown, this person win, and this person is a loser, this person is that and that and that. So this is just too much, too extreme, this abusive behavior of people on social media about all of this. Not only, I mean, it seems like people want to pick somebody and want to just throw up the entire toxicity, negativity, anger on that person. I mean, just enough. Like, whatever, you know, it's their life. Just deal with your own life. Whatever you have problems with your life, just deal with that. Too much. Like, why would you be so associated with Johnny Depp? Is he your buddy or like best friend or like who? I mean, you don't even know the person. I mean, oh, the person is like, Amber's a loser, she's a clown. Like, how do you know? Like, why? Like, you don't even see what I'm saying? It's just calm down. It is not your story. And I will come to that. It is in the story of the entire social media and the entire media and consuming our lives, our time, while we have so many other problems, right? But it is a very interesting distraction from the real life problems. But at the same time, it should not be used as a throw up of your anger and the abuse on your own abusive behavior while you're commenting on somebody's abusive behavior. This doesn't even make sense. So we need to calm down. The number two thing and the major thing that I wanted to actually talk about and why I'm doing this video is that the hypocrisy in this entire Johnny Depp and Amber Heard defamation trial, and what we are seeing is happening with them, or what happened with them inside of their relationship versus real life people, and how these two are being treated so differently by the society, by the media, by everybody. I want to talk about this. This is very, very critical to understand. So in my channel, in this channel, in my personal channel, which is, this is my personal channel, not my work channel, but my personal channel, I encourage people to think critically, to really just stop and step back and see what is going on around you, so that you can assess things happening around you, in your country, in the entire world, and then think critically and then act on it if you need to act on it. But just like, we are all, seems like, living in a bubble, like what the media has created, and we are just like, go for it. Like, we are angry, we are just so abusive, and we are commenting on abuser and saying this is an abuser, why we are abusing the person who we say they're an abuser. Like, just unbelievable. So that's one part. So what is the scenario in this trial? So Johnny Depp accuses Amber Heard with this op-ed in that she said he abused her, and then he tells his side of the story, and because of this op-ed he lost all his project, all his money, etc. Also, he is labeled as a woman beater and a woman abuser, so he wants to clear his reputation. Amber Heard takes a stand, and then she talks about how she observed in this relationship, etc. So I can tell for sure, 100%, and I am not on either side. I'm just critically analyzing the scenario, and then I will come to what the hypocrisy in all of this is. So in my opinion, from what I see since day one, the body language of Johnny Depp shows 100% that he's not acting. He's not acting. Amber Heard, yesterday and the day before, was on the stand, and I can tell that she was acting. She was acting, but not like, again, oh, she's such a liar. Not like that. So what you need to understand is this thing, all these happenings happened 10 years ago. I don't know, 8 years ago, 7 years ago. So I do not have any doubt, giving all the evidence, and I go by evidence, all the pictures and all the video calls, and I will talk about all those, like the call, the video they took from each other, they voice recordings and stuff like that. I mean, those are really like critical to analyze, which will bring me to my main point. But the scenario is that these things happened many years ago. I do not have doubt, giving the evidences, the voice recordings, the videos, the pictures, that these things happened. These things happened, and I believe that both sides are involved in this. From day one, when Johnny Depp was on the stand, and I listened to all of this and watched everything, I came then, even listening to 20 minutes of the very first voice recording, it was already clear in my mind that Amber Heard is a person, a woman, not being heard. How ironic that is, but that is what is happening in their relationship. She feels she's not being heard. Interesting enough, yesterday and the day before when she was on the stand, this is exactly what she also in a weird way testified, that she want him to stay, and he was running away, he was always gone. And I will tell you in the extended version of this video why he keeps running away. Like, why? What's his characteristic? And I will tell you why. And why she doesn't understand why he's running away. And so she wants to hold on to him. This is like both have abandonment issues, correct? Like he and she, both sides were abused in their childhood, period. If they are abused in their childhood, it is very hard, depends on the abuse level and also their own psychology, how strong they are or how weak they are, how they deal in their adulthood with relationships. There's no doubt that the relationships will have issues if you have been severely abused, emotionally abused, physically abused, abused in general, doesn't matter. So he runs away and she wants him to stay. She keeps saying that you don't hear me. And he talks over her and she talks over him and she wants him to listen to me, and you don't listen to me, you go away and come back. And so it is somebody, like a woman wants to be heard. She doesn't feel to be heard. That was even my first, like, immediate understanding of the first day one to first 20 minutes of the voice recording of Johnny Depp's side. So that was so clear in my mind. But at the same time, what is happening, there's no doubt in my mind that also Johnny Depp was abused by Amber Heard. So bottom line is, both people have hurt each other. They abused each other in very different ways, as I will tell you later, based on their characteristics and also based on their childhood, etc. So both sides have been abused inside of the relationship. So this will bring me, and also before I go into my main point, I just want to say that this is just crazy to me in this entire trial, that so much heavy drug use, all these drug names are floating around, and this is just like mind-blowing. Almost the entire Hollywood is taking this illegal drugs, and we all know, but why is nobody arrested? That will bring me to my main point, the hypocrisy of why I'm making this video. We all know, the entire world know, they are just using these drugs, and they have this enormous money to even get these drugs that they're illegal. But all these drugs names are floating around like it is as if it was just a normal thing. Yeah, I use this. I don't want to mention these because I'm absolutely against all drugs, but I just don't want to use it in my mouth. I just don't want to do that. But you know what I'm saying when you follow the trial. Like all these horrible, like this extensive, heavy drug names are floating around as if it was just a normal thing. Imagine if, I will come to that, but imagine if a black person in America would talk about this just so openly and freely. Like, imagine what will happen then. Do you see starting to see the hypocrisy? And also, the other thing that I find very interesting is that in general, the law prohibits, it's like illegal to voice record somebody without their knowledge. It's illegal. In some states, if one party is agreed and has a knowledge of that voice recording, it's legal. And in some states in the United States, both sides has to be in agreement, otherwise it's illegal. In California, where all these recordings happened, the law requires both parties involved in the voice recording to be aware that they are being recorded. Otherwise, it's illegal. So how this is being all floating around that I recorded her and she recorded me and it's just like, whoa. And probably, like, how else is this legal? Like, in the trial, it's like, well, I'm doing all this illegal stuff. I mean, for the drug part, because it's so passed back, they won't be able to get arrested for that. Like, although everybody in the world knows that most of the people in Hollywood, they're just doing all the drugs. Also, like in Ivy League, just let me put a parenthesis, for majority of the undergrads in the Ivy League are using drugs too, which is nuts to me, like nuts. And why the officials are not looking into that, it's just mind-blowing to me. But hey, hypocrisy, right? It's all about the money, all about the status. In any case, if both lawyers have an agreement as in saying, okay, my party has illegally recorded this person, it's an evidence, and then this person or this side says, okay, you know what, I have an illegal recording too, and if you agree, I will agree too, and blah blah. If there's an agreement between the both parties, like between the lawyers, I mean, then I guess that's what happened. Otherwise, like, it's beyond my mind how this is even floating around, so like just as if it is just something normal. It's illegal. And so now let's talk about the hypocrisy in all of this. So when you, beside the fact, as I just mentioned, the drug parts and the recording and all that stuff, the other important part is when you even listen to the first 20 minutes that I listened to that recording by Johnny Depp of Amber Heard and their conversation, the first 20 minutes I was like, what kind of relationship is this? Like, what is this? This is like Johnny Depp is talking like drunk and like and she talks like as she has zero education. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to describe it, like just so simple wording, simple sentences, like so it comes across to me that the conversation or the way they're talking to each other, the entire way of being drunk and the way they talk to each other, it is the same we see every day drunken people on the street. I'm sorry, it is the truth. Come on! Just because they're wearing, I don't know, $20,000, $50,000 dress from whatever stylist and have so many $1 million in their bank account, it is the reality how these people, I mean, take away their money, take away their status, take away their name. And by the way, I don't know if I'm the only one, or I'm maybe too old, but I have absolutely, until this trial, I had absolutely zero clue who Amber Heard was. I've never heard of her at all. I'm sorry. Am I too old? I don't know, but I didn't even know that somebody as Amber Heard even existed, or that she was an actress, or honestly, I saw her for the very first time. I'm sorry. So I don't know, I mean, so somehow these people are so important, but from the acting, I mean, I didn't even watch, like, as I said, no, I just heard she was in Aquaman and stuff like that, but I have absolutely zero clue, but the only way I saw her acting was in the court. So what I'm saying is, take away their statuses, their name, their money, their clothing. Just look at them, how they talk to each other, even without knowing that who is talking in these videos. You can easily tell those are all the same people who you see every day on the streets. Drunken, heavily drugged, talking to each other like, I mean, so that's why no one ever would make a deal, such a big national, international deal of somebody, drunken people who have this fight, relationship fights every single day on the streets. No one ever would pay attention to those. But it's the exact same conversation, it's the exact same style of the conversation, it's the exact same cheapness. I'm sorry, I have to say it that way. It is absolutely cheap. The way they talk to each other, the way what they say, what they do, how they treat each other, it's like, ugh. There's no standard in it, like, same as somebody. I'm not saying that somebody on the street is cheap or they are not high quality people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is both of these people or both sides are equal. That's what I'm saying. Whatever their level is, they are the same level. The people, the drunken people, drugged people on the streets are exactly equal in their behaviors, in their talking style, in their relationship style, in their fighting style with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I'm sorry, this is how I see it. I can't see anything else. That I just can't see it in any other way, because I'm seeing these people every day on the streets. And I know for a fact that in Europe particularly, those people are looked at like, ugh, those people. But in Johnny Depp, like, oh my God, but, or like it's Amber Heard. But, ugh. They talk the same way. They act the same way. They fight the same way. There is no difference. The only difference is the clothing, the money in the bank account, that's it. And their name, like the glamour. I don't know. Everybody who knows me know that I am 100% for the truth. I'm seeing the truth. I talk the truth. And I have no problems talking out loud the truth. And I have absolutely no interest. I don't abuse anybody. I don't talk anybody down and up. I am just open and honest and tell only what I see and how I critically view things. And everybody who knows me know that I am all for equality, and I hate hypocrisy. I hate all of this social media or media, like how they manipulate people and how people get so easily manipulated. Like, it seems like nobody really just opened their eyes and just say, like, see how it is. And just see exactly how it is. I don't care if it's Johnny Depp. I don't care if it's Amber Heard. I wished that people on the street, drunken, homeless, drugged would be treated equally like up here as they treat Johnny Depp and Amber. Somehow it is okay to be fully drugged, and somehow it is completely okay to cut somebody's finger off, or I don't know, just talk each other like or film each other or video record each other illegally. Somehow all of this is just because they are famous people. But at the same time, every single day somebody, maybe a black person or a homeless person or a drug person on the street, is going to jail. That's the truth. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. I don't see it as a Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing or Hollywood thing. It is, for me, every single person must be treated equally. Then just put up and glorify the drug people on the street too, if you glorify the other guys. And why is that drunken person on the street not your hero then? Why is Johnny Depp your hero? Right? Or the people who think that Amber Heard is a hero. I don't know if there's anybody, there's so much thing going on in the media. Everybody's like abusing her, but at the same time, I'm not saying he or she, which one is correct and stuff like that. I have more in my mind, which I'm not going to share. It is clear to me that both are abusers, period. And number two, who is more abuser in my mind is clear to me, but I won't share it. What I will say is, if it comes out that Amber Heard really had a different agenda, we will see further in the cross-examination, but if this really comes out that maybe she lied or she exaggerated, I don't think she lied, but I think she exaggerated certain things, certain things that she might have lied, but certain things might be true, but in a different way. Everybody has their own way of seeing things, but some things, her behavior was also like play in the court. So I didn't like that at all. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, if really comes out that maybe she have lied or she exaggerated things and all that, or had a different agenda, whatever it is, then what I really feel bad is, again, the hypocrisy that all these women who are really getting abused every single minute as we talk, like really, really abused, that will be very, very bad. Not only that, it means that she has misused her status. She could have made an impact really for women who are getting abused on social media. There are really, really horrible people, abusers, who are really picking on women. And that is not okay, and we should not normalize it. At the same time, that will be really, really backfire, and I would be feeling very bad for women who are actually getting abused. I'm not saying that she wasn't abused. I'm saying that to the extent of the abuse, right? But the severe abuse that, or maybe equal abuse that women get every single day. So it is really like a very dangerous point at this time. So if she really played a game, she did not think of the people, the women who actually got abused, and not actually get abused, but I'm saying is that she wasn't then thinking of the benefit for all these women. But at the same time, every single person who know me know that I'm a strong advocate for men getting abused too. So, to make it public, right? To make sure that the public understands it is reality that women abuse men. I have seen tons of it, and I think I'm an advocate about this since, I would say, maybe 20 something years now, because I've seen in real life how men get abused by women in front of my eyes. I've seen this a lot from my friends and so many people that I couldn't, and they are also getting so brainwashed and having this rose-colored glasses on, not seeing if you are warning them about this person and just be careful, you know, she seems like has a different agenda, blah blah. It seems like the men tend to not listen to the warning, and I think that also happened here in Johnny Depp's case. As I've always said, also I said in the day one of this case, I said, and I keep saying this exactly happens when a relationship starts from underneath the belt. Period. If you start a relationship from the beginning based on below the belt line, and if you're already have abandonment issues, if you are abused in your childhood, if you have childhood trauma, etc., it absolutely 100% can go wrong. 100%. So please, what I would like everyone to do is, I mean, there's so many things I want everyone to do. Is number one, please don't be abusive to anyone on social media, on media. This is not cool. It shows how weak you are, actually. Number two, please open your mind, your eyes. Don't allow the hypocrisy in media, on social media. Number three, men or women, please don't start your relationship based on below the belt line. And number four, if your friends and family, the people you really trust, the people you know have only the best in their heart about you, only your best interest in their heart, if they warn you about anything, just please, just take it into consideration at least, okay? So that's what I want to say. Thank you for listening. Let me know if you're agreeing with me or what are your thoughts. And also, I would like to invite you to the extension of this video where I talk about each individual's characteristics. I invite you to be there. I invite you to support me, become my member. And thank you so much. And the extension starts right now. See you there.